For the first time since 2017, since I first started YouTube, I'm going to be doing a setup tour showing you guys how I play video games and how I make my videos. Usually you guys see me on this very high quality camera, but today we're going to switch to the phone so I can show you guys everything on my setup. Now before I jump any further into today's video, I just want to give BenQ a massive thank you for sending me their EX2710Q gaming monitor, which is part of their Mobius range. This is the last thing I needed to complete my setup. This is a Quad HT 165Hz gaming monitor with FreeSync as well. This monitor is packed with features such as the exclusive light tuner and black equalizer, which brightens up them dark areas in game and also tones down them very highly exposed areas, which means every time enemies hide in dark corners of the map, the monitor's going to brighten them dark areas, and enemies that love to hide in rooms better hope you're not using one of these monitors. This monitor also shows really clear, realistic details. One of the biggest features I love about this monitor is the speakers. This monitor has a built-in 2.1 speaker, which provides 5 preset audio modes. Typically, monitors don't have great speakers, so I wasn't expecting much, but the moment I tested the speakers out, I was able to get rid of my big speakers on my desk, which freed up a lot of room because the speakers sound awesome. Take a listen. Although I have this monitor mounted, it does come with a highly adjustable stand which focuses on ergonomics, and you don't need any additional adjustment to set this monitor up. I personally love playing Battlefield 2042 on this monitor because it really brings out them visuals. This monitor is perfect for PC gaming, or if you want to go on that next level with next generation console gaming. I'll leave a link down below in the description if you guys want to check this monitor out, and thank you to BenQ for sending this out. The first thing I want to speak about is my PC, which is by far one of the most important things in my setup. Now, this PC is custom built. I built this myself. It was very stressful building this because it was only the second PC I'd ever built before, but it was totally worth it. And I recommend if any of you guys out there are very skeptical on whether or not you want to build a PC, you feel really good after completing it. Now, this is we've got an RTX 3070 there. We've got a Ryzen 9 3900X. We've got the Leon Lee Galahad liquid cooler, and we've got an Asus B550 motherboard as well as 16 gigs of RAM. I don't feel like I need to upgrade to 32 gigs just yet. I never really maxed out on the 16 gig. If I ever do need to upgrade, I can easily do so, but at the moment we're quite chill. We don't really need to upgrade. As for the case, this is the Leon Lee LANCool 2 mesh. It's the mesh version, and this case is very user friendly. As you guys can see, it's very easy to just pull it apart if you want to change anything or customize anything. I'm in love with this PC. I'm a massive fan of white. I'm not really a massive RGB person, as you guys will see throughout my setup. RGB has never been my kind of thing. I prefer the very modern, minimalistic office look to a setup, and I think that's mainly because I've grown out of the whole RGB thing. I have a lot of options. My keyboard is fully RGB customizable. My PC is as well, but I just choose to have a standard white color. As for the keyboard, this is the SK61 Panda edition because I like pandas. This is a 60% optical keyboard. I did have an old mechanical keyboard before that, and this optical keyboard just sounds a lot better. Just for clarification, this is how the old mechanical keyboard sounded. As you guys can hear, it doesn't sound too great. And then when we move over to this beauty, it just sounds a million times better, and it also feels a lot better as well. And you've got to have the plants, guys. If you're not having plants in your setup, then you're doing it all wrong. Oh, and yeah, let's just talk about the cable management quickly, because I know some people are going to pick up on that. I have tried to manage these cables as best as I can. I can probably do a little bit of a better job, but at the moment, I just wanted to make sure the desk is completely free of cables. But I'm going to put my hands up. I haven't got the best cable management in the world. Let's talk about my Go XLR Mini. This is what controls all of my audio. As you guys can see, we've got the mic there, we've got the chat, we've got music, which controls my Spotify and other music as well. And then we've got the overall system as well. This is really good. You have a ton of customizable buttons here, and you have RGB options as well, as you do with pretty much everything nowadays. This right here, this is my SCUF controller. We've got some paddles on the back here, as you guys can see. And now we've got the microphone. This microphone is the Blue Blackout Spark SL, and the audio on this thing is really good. Just to compare the audio, this is how it sounds through the phone, and this is how it sounds through the microphone. And the reason why I picked this up is mainly because it looked a lot different compared to other content creators. If you can do anything to stand out from the rest, then that's really good. A lot of people are rocking the Shure SM7B, which is a good looking microphone, but this just stood out to me because of the little ball here that is almost disconnected from the rest of the body of the microphone. So yeah, this is a really good microphone. It's a condenser XLR microphone that connects right to my Go XLR Mini there, and that is how I provide my audio. This chair is probably the most expensive thing on my setup, and the reason why I chose to opt in for an expensive chair is because I sit down about 8 hours a day, so it makes sense to invest in a chair that feels really comfortable. This is the Herman Miller Embody Logitech edition. I really like this chair. It cost me around $1,300, which is expensive, but it does come with a 12-year warranty. And here we have the ring light and also the camera as well. Now, this is the Elgato ring lights. This has been a lifesaver because this automatically comes with a mount where you can mount your camera. So it is all built into one. And I'm going to show you guys a picture on screen of what my setup used to look like, having to get multiple different mounts to mount my camera and then to mount my old light as well. Whereas this is all, you know, done in one. It's very sleek. I love the design. Now, this is the Sony a5100 camera, but it's not necessarily the camera that makes the quality so good. It's the lens. This is the Sigma f1.4 30mm lens. Highly recommend this lens if you guys want a more zoomed in picture with that really high depth of field, which is the background blur you guys see. Huge shout out to the girlfriend as well. And how could I forget one of the most important things, the desk. Now this desk is from IKEA as well as the drawers. These are IKEA Alex drawers, the white ones. This is the IKEA Colby. This is the oak version. And as I said, this paired with the IKEA Alex drawers is a really good addition. And this is very sturdy to hold my monitors and to also hold my ring light as well. I would definitely recommend a tabletop like this because it's going to hold pretty much anything you want. And lastly, we have the shelves. Now, I wish I could show you guys some more interesting things. I am looking to add more things to this shelf because at the moment it's pretty empty. The only cool thing I can show you guys is this Outriders package that I got. They sent me a hat, we've got a mug, we've got a lighter there as well. They also sent me a copy of the game, which was really good. Shout out to Outriders, it's an incredible game. As I said before, I've never done a setup video. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while, and now that BenQ sent me their new monitor, I thought that this would be the best time to do it. I've put a picture up here of what my old setup used to look like years ago, and it's fair to say I've come a long way since then. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Be sure to like, subscribe, all of that good stuff if you haven't already, and as always, I'll catch all of you guys out in another brand new video. Take care.